Okay, so we're not done yet. We still have one more thing. Is if we wanted to load items on start. Okay, I'm just going to go and say, I'm going to actually copy this current IDs, and I'm going to say starting IDs, and instead of an ID container, we're going to need we're going to need something similar. So I'm just going to say starting IDs container, and only thing I'm going to change is I'm going to change the public integer for the ID to the item ID, to the starting item ID. Okay, public is left. Awesome. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to go back onto my resources manager, and I'm going to replace this with a starting ID container. Then in create starting items, this is going to go and create all the items we have inside our starting items, but we also need for the starting IDs that we are currently wearing, or let's call this starting wearing IDs dot length. Let's store them first thing, starting IDs as starting wearing IDs, because the name is a little bit long, and if s dot item ID, but if string dot is null or empty, the item ID we don't want to wear something or something like that. Okay, we're going to skip this. However, if it has something in there, then we're going to go and create a new item instance. Create item instance. Okay, with the s item ID. And then we need to take this. We of course need to also add it inside our current items, just so that we can find it. And we're going to have and assign it on the ID containers. So how do we do this? IDs container, let's call it C, get ID container, and we're going to say as body part will be s dot body part. Okay, let's also do s dot body part dot is weapon. If it's not the weapon, we're going to handle the weapon in a branch. Okay, else. Awesome. So c dot instance ID equals the item dot instance ID if it is a weapon, and if s dot is left, actually I think we don't really care for that. We can just say IDs container get weapon ID container for the s dot body part, s dot is left, and yeah, we can do this. We can simplify this if we do it like that and say add the ternary over here. Okay, and there we go. So delete all of those things. Okay. So this will assign the IDs for the new created item instances back to the current items, and then when we are loading those items, so where we are calling to create the starting items, we'll also call for the UI inventory manager. We should also call for loading the character. And yeah, we are currently using this from the manager hook. So let's see. Let's add it on. No, I don't want to add it on load current items because we are using this again. So I'm just going to let's see. We already have this public method, so I'm just going to load this from here. Okay, minimize. Actually, yeah, minimize. Let's set them up. Resources manager. Starting wearing IDs. It's going to be set as 5. We pretty much need to set this up again. Chest, helmet, legs, and the last two are weapons as well. Weapon, and one of them is left. Okay, the same one as this. Close that. So let's say on the right hand, let's add the sword, and let's add the samurai helmet. Okay, now one thing to keep in mind is if you add, these are taken as extra items. Okay, so if you have, right now we have 2 samurai helmets, and it's going to create 2 samurai helmet instances. If you don't want that, just remove them from the starting items. Hit play. It's not going to load the items on the character. We did add them on the equip, however, and that is because we also need to set on let's see, load current items on equipment slot. No, we don't want that. Actually, set item on store slot. We need to call that set item on store slot. Load item. Oh no, that has to do with a slot. Let me think. Starting wearing items. Okay, is equipped equals true. The problem is it's not going to have a slot assigned to this, so that's actually indeed a problem. Maybe let's remove this, and let's go and add on the manager hook. Let's go and add the load references on the character. Manager hook, drop that, UI inventory manager, and let's say load items on character. Let's hit play now. Okay, and the problem is that we don't have the part we're loading. I actually don't know why that is. Load item on part. Load items from stored IDs. Yeah, it's probably from here. Load items, load items. Okay, let's go back to the UI inventory manager. Okay, let me search. So let's go inside our UI inventory manager. We're going to say load current item on equipment slot on target equipment slot. And actually I'm just going to say item, because we do want to pass the items. Item. Okay, first of all, if item is weapon, Oh, come on. Yeah, is items.weapon. Okay, things change. If item but if it's not, if it's a cloth item, it's basically this. An item is equipped. We want to say item is equipped. Item body part. Item instance, slot load item, store ID or resources, item, load items on character. We don't need to call this right now. We can do this on the end. So cut that. And current item is now irrelevant. We don't really need that. However, if it is a weapon, we still need this. We still need this as well. So let's put those two on the top. Okay, we don't care for this. Get equipment slot. Get equipment slot. Yeah, that's going to be an issue. So here's what we're going to do. Okay, let's use it like this. Equipment slot. Then let's go and create a new UI slot. Get weapon equipment slot. And I think let's see where we add this. I think we might not even saving that. Let's see. Try get value. Yeah, we're not saving those. Oh, okay. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to say private UI slot left hand slot, private UI slot, right hand slot. Okay, we're just going to simplify it. No need to over engineer things. And when you're adding this over here, if it doesn't contain the body part, but first of all, if EQ I dot is weapon slot, if EQ I dot is left hand slot, EQ I else right hand slot, EQ I. Then down here we just need to know if you want the left or right is left, and we're simply going to return is left hand slot, right hand slot, which means back to where we were on load item on equipment slot. If it's the weapon, get weapon equipment slot and load item on target equipment slot. Let's say is left. Is left. Slot, load item. Store ID on resources. Okay, paste that. Here's what we're going to do. And slot null slot. Okay, so that will load the items on the correct slot. Load item on target equipment. back to the resource manager. Instead of doing this, we still need this, but instead of doing the instance ID like that, we're going to say if s.bodyPart is weapon, we kinda have to use the singleton right now. Singleton dot load item on target equipment slot. The item, of course, is the item. If it's left, it's up to where we put it. So we still need this over here. ID container, get ID. No, we don't need this. We need the S. Yeah, okay. Let's delete this. We need S dot is left. Awesome. Else. Load item on target equipment. Load item just passes false. It doesn't matter since it's going to be. It's not going to matter since it's not a weapon. A weapon is equipped. Okay, is left. Item body part. Awesome. So I think that should probably fix that. Not entirely sure. We'll see. Let's hit play. Okay, so we get an error. Let's find that error. And we get that error because we can't find the slot. But I need to know which slot that is, so we can fix that. Maybe it's happening before the... Yeah, I think it's happening before we actually set up our equipment slots. Yeah, I'm almost positive that that's the case. So, yeah. The resources manager needs to create... Let's see... that it needs loads the current items, and after that this needs to be now load items on character, and this needs to be loads the current items, and this needs to go onto the resources manager. And create the starting items here. I believe that's... Oh, no. Actually, load current items, and this needs to go on the resources manager. Resources manager inits, okay, and then this creates the starting items. Loads the current items and then loads them on the character. I think that's probably the order. We'll see. Okay, let's see what we have over here. Everything is working. That's working as well. Let's stop that. Damn it. We still can't find the part. But why? Is it the part or is it the item? Yeah, it's the part. Maybe we have this. Oh yeah, I know why. Because this gets set up into the... Actually no. Why can you get... Oh, because yeah, that is getting set up in start, and we run those in awake. So setting this to awake, and on the manager hook, we're going to have to delay this. So let's say void execute event. And let's say invoke execute. I think it was execute event. Let's see. Yeah, it goes with this method name. Let's just say 0.1f. We just want just so that awake and run has executed before we start this, so we have all of that ready. Hit play, and there we go. Okay, we have our starting items as well. Drop them, pick them up, do whatever you want with them, and I think that's it. I think we've covered everything that we could cover, at least for this series. Okay, so yeah, that's about it. As always, you know what to do. Like, subscribe, and if you like to see more series like this, more tools, more everything, then consider supporting me on Patreon so we can keep making all of these nice things. I'll see you on the next one.